Brother Fabian probably picking somebody up. Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered, and them that hate must flee. Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered, and them that hate must flee. Let all heaven and earth be silent, Yahuwah into his tabernacle. Let all heaven and earth be silent. Let all heaven and earth be silent, Yahuwah into his tabernacle. Let all heaven and earth be silent, as Yahuwah into his tabernacle. This is the day that Yah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. We will honor and give him glory. We will praise his name this day. We will bless him on Shabbat, for Shabbat was made for man and man not Shabbat. Yahuwah Elohim is Yeshua is Elohim of Shabbat. He said so. So we worship Yahusha today, the Melech and the King of Kings and the Elohims of the Elohim, Yahuwah himself, Yahuwah. We bless him today in the house of Yah. We will worship today on Shabbat day. Let our minds, our souls, our body be there. As we blow the shofar, please. We're ready. Thank you. Yeshua. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you, Yeshua. Oh, Yah. Oh, Yah. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Yeshua. Oh, Yah. Yeshua. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Yeshua. 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 Let us pray. Yahuwah, we thank you. Oh, Yah, on the Shabbat day, we thank you. On the Shabbat day, we thank you for your presence, Yahuwah. In your house, Yeshua, we thank you for your presence in this place, Yahuwah. We thank you, Yeshua. We bless you, Yeshua. We thank you, Yeshua, that we may worship you, Yah. That we may seek your face we seek in the house of Yahuwah this 1 minute, this 1 hour, in this day, Yeshua, we come to you. We come to seek you today, Yah. Oh, on the Shabbat day, Yeshua. For you have made Shabbat for man to worship you. We come to worship you. We come to seek your face, Yahuwah. We come to look to you, Yeshua, for the author and finisher of our faith, Yah. For there's none like you, Yahuwah. There's none like you. For you made the fish of the seas, the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, every creeping thing on the earth. You gave you getting seed for man to eat, the vine for man to drink, Yeshua. You made the sun, the moon, the stars, the heavenly host, and who shall do your work, your bidding, Yah. You even made the Mashiach to be atonement for our sins, Yeshua. You made man in your image. You gave him the breath of life. You made him a living soul, Yeshua. We thank you. We thank you, Yeshua. Oh, we thank you, Yah. Oh, on the 7th day, you're blessed and you're sanctified. You rest from all your works. Oh, you commanded Yesharel to rest on this day. You commanded Yesharel to reverence your holy temple this day, to seek your face today. You told Yesharel, Yeshua, to generations to generation to the generations, and we are that last generation right now that is still being obedient to your name and to your word, Yeshua. Oh, we that generation that's going to be obedient to your word, Yah. Oh, Yah, bless this house, this minute, this hour, this day, Yeshua. Bless this Shabbat, yes, you said so, Yah. As we come and seek your face today, bless this, you said so, Yah. Let's say all was pray together. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amada may be seated in the house of Yah. Again, I welcome everybody again one more time in the presence of Yah on the Shabbat day. I am thankful. I'm Bishop Ronald K. Harrison Jr. I welcome you to the house of Yah TV land. I welcome you today on Shabbat on April the 12th, 2015. 2019, and on a blessed day it is, on Yom Shishi, and we praise you. Y'all, we worship you, and we thank you for this day again. I'm thankful again. It's something about Shabbat, and I'm thankful just something about it, that we can stop all we're doing, and we can just get on before him and worship him. We can seek his face today, and we can honor him, give him glory. We can reverence him, for he is worthy to be praised. He is worthy. He is worthy. We are here at 118 Cheney Avenue, Jacksonville, North Carolina, 28540. Times of service, and again, we are at the beginning of Shabbat, on Yom Shishi. We got our Minister Fabien. He will be speaking tonight. I'm looking forward to what the Word has to say tonight on the beginning of the Shabbat. Shabbat tomorrow, starting at 11:30. And then we got Yahuwah study, instruction of Torah on Yom Revi, starting at 7. The Creed of Bethel is Ephesians 4:5. We believe in one Yahuwah, one faith, one baptism. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. Our foundation is built upon the apostles and the prophets, Yeshua the Messiah, chief cornerstone. That is our foundation. That's what we stand upon. We stand upon those principles, those precepts, those statutes, those commandments, those laws, those judgments. These are the things by the apostles and by the prophets. And the one is the Yeshua, Yahusha. He is our foundation. He is our foundation. We hear his word, as I put in my writings in my exam this week, in Deuteronomy chapter 18. We hear his word. He was amongst the brethren, like Musa. He was a leader. He is our prophet that said, you better hear him. He said, this is my beloved son, hear ye him. You better hear his words. And his words go out today, 2,000 years, and today, with the rock of death comes and give us his words. And if you stay in the truth and hear the words, the rock of death will confirm that is him. So that's what we stand on, and I'm excited, I'm ecstatic about his words. His words cleanse us, his words heals you, his words give you a sure foundation. It makes you assurance. I just love his words. Just stay on his words. All right, I am thankful. The phone number at Bethel is 910-385-295. My phone number, Bishop's phone number is 910-381-3056. I like it where it said had it on Facebook on the sermons. It said you need to contact me if you have any concerns. You have any questions about the sermon. Give me a call. You give the church a call. If not, you can't get it to me through the church. You have my phone number. Call me, and we'll go over the questions or any things you want to discuss concerning about the message or anything about it, Bethel. All right. I don't know if I said everything, missed everything, shout out everything, praise him or what. But man, got Minister Richard here. I'm gonna give him the mic. Let him bless y'all. I got a shirt like that, homie. Dang, that's right.
All praise to the Most High, Almighty y'all, for he's worthy to be praised. Yeah. Once again, it's a blessing to be in the house of the Most High, because yes. I know that he's blessed me so much this week. He blessed me with his goodness and his mercy and his grace to let me see another day, and I'm just joyful to be in the house no matter what's going on, no matter what happens. The key word is like no matter what. It says in Philippians, it said no matter what happens, you always giving them praise, no matter what's going on. Always hold yourself in the matter of Yahushua the Mashiach, no matter what's going on in your life. That's what I feel today. No matter what's going on in my life, when I come into this place and give him praise, I'm at peace. The peace that surpasses all understanding that he'll give you when you come into his house. You'll be at rest, like he said in Psalm 23. I just want to say all praise to the brother and sister tonight, and I've been thankful to be here.
Hallelujah.
Right, shalom.
Everybody. All right. Yes.
All glory to Yahuwah Mashiach.
Sir.
That you Shabbat, all glory to Yah. I'm thankful to Yah, and glad to be in this flock, and pray that we have a brought Shabbat, and word go out today.
Right.
Have a blessed Shabbat. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right, Sister Sue, praise him.
Shalom, everybody. I'm praising that the snow that we got last night didn't stick around very long. Lovely spring snowstorm here in Montana. It's been a good day, and I am going to still read us about verse out of Isaiah, but I'm going to go to 56 this time. 56, starting at verse 1. Thus saith Elohim, keep ye judgments, and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the Son of Man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth the Shabbat from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. Neither let the son of a stranger that hath joined himself to Elohim speak, saying, Elohim hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, Behold, I am a dry tree. For thus saith Elohim unto the eunuchs that keep my Shabbats, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give my house, and within my walls a place and a name better than of sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name, and shall not be cut off. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to Elohim, to serve him and to love him, the name of Elohim, to be his servants, every one that keepeth the Shabbat from polluting it, and taketh hold of my covenant. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. The burnt offerings and the sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar, for my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. So, I just like that one because it tells us that we don't have to necessarily be a Hebrew to be a part of all of this. We accept strangers too, as long as we accept and do his commands and will.
First Ezekiel.
But that's why you understand that. That Isaiah 56 is one of the key verses about strangers, about Shabbat. Those that honor that Shabbat, no precept, they were blessed. And right now, today, that precept still now today. If you're a stranger and you honor the Shabbat, blessed are you. That you're taking hold to his laws, his statutes, commandments, and precepts. You are taking heed to what Yah has said. That's why he said, he'll hear you on his holy mountain. He'll hear you in the prayer house. He'll accept your burnt sacrifice and your offering. We already know our sacrifice now comes from Yahusha. But he'll accept your offerings, man. That's a big thing too. When you give to Yah on a Shabbat day, he's receiving your offering from Yahusha. And see, they don't get that, man.
It's just like Rohab, where Yahshua went to kill everybody, say, get Rohab out first, the heathen woman who did Yah good.
There you go.
You know, so.
Yep, I like that. They made sure before you do anything to Jericho, you get her first and her family.
And that was from the top.
There you go. We help the spies. So y'all do love a stranger. You do love the neighbor that are in his will. To torment. If you take, like I said, that always goes all the way back to Abraham. Bless and I bless you, and curse you, curse them. They blessed the seed of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. Malachi, you want to praise him?
Hallelujah.
All right. He's going to come and say something. But say this real quick. I am thankful y'all to be on Shabbat day, but I want to get this business out. TV land, the sound of my voice. I want you to get this too. That we have found out right now at Bethel that we will have to move. Elder King, that's why I called you. You didn't really get the phone number, but landlord called. I knew about when I came back from Africa, the landlord talked to me. He didn't know what they was going to do upstairs, if they're going to stay in fire department or not. He said they would probably get rid of the building. He'll let me know. So yesterday, my landlord called me, and I was like, man, I knew my check didn't bounce, man. I knew the rent was paid and everything good. You know, I had money in the account. He came and let me know that they sold the building. This right now will be the Boys and Girls Club in Jacksonville. They was happy to buy the building. So he let me know to get ready to move. He's giving me forewarning to be looking for another place. So right now, everybody, the sound of my voice, TV land, the sound of my voice, start praying, fasting, and if you want to, offerings, we need to be moving. So, you know, we got to pay that first month rent, you know, the deposit, first month rent, and then transferring everything. We got to get a truck to move everything to our next building. So pray that we find a building where y'all want us to move. Y'all gave me something already when it happened. I shared again. He told me just like the children of Israel, when they was in the wilderness, the cloud, when the cloud started moving, they had to pack their stuff up and start following the cloud by day, fire by night. So that's what y'all's telling me. it's time to move. We've been here 10 years. Yahuwah done blessed us. He done kept us. We've been in fellowship. We've been in ministry for the last 2 to 3 years now. And Bethel's been growing, and I'm ecstatic about that. We've already been doing work in Africa right now, in Burundi, but Jabor. We got our mission work now. We are building churches. We already seen people getting baptized in Yahushua's name. People are getting saved. Bethel is doing something. Bethel is doing the work of Yah. So now we're in a new chapter now. I already knew it was a new chapter when I went to Africa. Come back was in a new chapter. Was in a new chapter when I had surgery on my knee and on my leg, and it's been crazy, and things been changing. Now we are in a new chapter. Now we're doing things for Yahuwah. So Elder King, my brother Minister Richard, Minister Fabian, I talked to Minister Fabian yesterday. Who else come through here? Elder Ishmael. We need to let people to hear, let them know that it's time. I'm asking you to, if you can, start praying and fasting and seeking Yah. I'm asking Sister Sue, same, that, start asking y'all where we want to go, where you want us at, where we can be effective in Arlington County, Jacksonville, surrounding area, so we won't be moving until we start getting bigger and where we have to move again. So that's good, change. So kind of nervous, kind of scared, but I'm kind of excited because that's just where I am. It's new. So I put this on the table, TV Land, put this on the table. I'll be mentioning more. If you want to send your offerings or gift offerings to Bethel to help us move to our next building, to fund our next building, you have the address here at 118 Cheney Avenue, Jacksonville, North Carolina, 28540. Put it at Bethel Sabbath Day Church. Attention Ronald Harrison, offering for building for the next Bethel Sabbath Day Church building, and that's what we're working on right now. Again, we got via PayPal, you want to send it like that, or, I got a Square, you want to send it like that. Any way you want to put it, offerings, we're accepting it, and I'm just asking for your prayers. Something to ask you to seek Yahuwah, and I'm just asking Yahuwah to make this speedily, and then, like I said, and again, my way is, you want to say prayer, you want to speak to our Father, your Father, Abba. See, He told us to keep the Shabbat. So, y'all, we need a place of worship. We want to be obedient to your word. So we need a place where we can come, where 2 or 3 together in your name, that you will be in the midst. And I say, y'all, these Sunday churches and everybody have a place. We need a place. And we are your children. We are doing your will. We are seeking your face. So we are believing in Yahuwah that He will provide us a place to worship. He done blessed us here 10 years. He done blessed me where I came up in here, didn't pay no rent or nothing. And I just moved into this building and I just started paying rent. And that's why I believe Yah has kept the Shabbat. And I believe Yah has kept me as worship Him in a building. So I believe the same thing. Again, He will open the doors for us that we may worship Him still. Ahmad? All right. So I just put that out on the table to everybody. I do ask for y'all to continue on paying your offerings. I do need them. If you put a little more, it's fine. Whatever we can do, we got to do movement. We got to do something. I don't want to get caught, lollygagging or, playing around, as y'all have warned us. He gave us a great warning. I thank our landlord, Mr. Danny, being straight up and calling me and giving me heads up. He didn't stiff me on my back, or caught me wide open where we got to make a quick movement, right then and there, and then I wouldn't know what to do, but we got time. And I'm thankful for that. Yahuwah gave us time so we can move. All right. Again, I thank Yahuwah for the Shabbat day. I'm thankful, man, just for the peace today and the love of my brothers and my sisters and the love of Yah. Thankful for the rock of dish, the Spirit, the comforter that calms me down, that soothes my soul, that heals me, that man just gives me assurance in my mind. I thank y'all for all the business that He's giving the big dog. I've been blooming, and I'm thankful for that because I know all that money I'm making, all that, I know it's coming to Bethel. And I thank y'all for that. I ain't ashamed. I can make 500 to 1,000 at Bethel. It's going to be taken care of first before I be taken care of. I don't care what anybody else say. It's going to be taken care of before even my bills get paid. So I'm thankful that y'all's house. I will put meat in this storehouse. I'm not ashamed. You know, those ones that curse that are they're not paying their tithes and offerings, so we don't pay tithes anymore. We pay our offerings. So if you don't pay your offerings or give your offerings to Yah when it's needed and it's time, you are cursed. You know, you already know it's a time is need. It's a needed time. So that's why we need to be good steward with your money for times like this. You know, that's when we need to be good steward. All this time we need to be good steward every time. So when there's an emergency, this is emergency. You know, other things are emergency, but this is a spiritual emergency. This is the house of Yah. This is where, you know, it's a medical field, you know what I'm saying, to recover people, to heal souls, to speak to souls, to see souls reconciled to Yah, but most of all for our brothers and sisters so we can stay together in unity, that we encourage and lift each other up and prepare our soul and our mind before the day when Yahushua comes back. That's the reason why we have the Bethel. And anything else is a plus. You know, we got places where I work on TVs, come and chill out, listen to music, or come to, you know, to meditate, to sit down and just rest for a while. You know, those are other things, but we come here to seek Yahuwah. And I thank Yahuwah for this building. And maybe they might give us the building and say they don't want us to move. I don't know. And they say, well, I don't want you to move. We like you. We want you to stay. Okay. But right now, we're going to be prepared to move. Right now, our mindset, I thank for Minister Fabien. We do have a realtor. I didn't even go to my realtor yet. Just I believe in that the realtor he has, he said he'll have some names and he's going to have some places for us. I believe that y'all through him, Yahuwah going to give us a great place where we may move to. We may move probably in the next 2 weeks. I would like to be moving in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just go ahead and move. Get it over with. Get it done. And that's the desires of my heart. Just go. You know, just get a U-Haul truck, load it up, take a couple of trips, and we out. Did 1 trip fine, 2 trips or what? We got the manpower here to do it. You know, get it before my brother go eat his job up there in Fayetteville. Get him in. That's why I like it. I appreciate my brother. He did do the yard yesterday. Proud of him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of my brother. He stuck it out. You know, so I'm thankful that the hands are in this ministry. Minister Fabian, he's a plus. Did a lot of work in the ministry itself, and I'm thankful for what y'all has given us. So, like I said, anybody else you know, let them mention it and see if they want to offer a hand. We just need some financial support. You know, people got money, so talk to them. Don't be ashamed. After they want to give 50 to 100 to 300 to go to the building fund, so we may move. You know, so you may continue to have a place to worship. And that's why I ask, always have a place to worship. We keep the Shabbat, and we already know what the Shabbat stands for. And there's blessings on Shabbat. And we already know that we are at the forefront of the city of Almsville County. At least we already know that we are keeping his name real and keeping the Shabbat real. So we already know we're the forefront of Almsville County, Jacksonville, and surrounding area. All right, I'm not going to be long. You know, I thank Yahuwah for getting my paper done this week. I still got a little more stuff on my exams to do. I still got to accomplish a lot of things. I thank y'all for that. Stayed at 3 o'clock this morning, work on that thing, man. But I thank y'all today I had a chance to work on some more. All right, I present everybody Minister Fabian Wilkes of the Bethel Saturday Church. Because again, I thank you for my ministers that come up and speak in Yahushua's name. Turn it off. You turn it back on. You ready?
Man.
Oh, yeah. I know not to worry about clergical circle this thing. I learned that last yesterday. You know, then I had my woolly shirt on too. I didn't know. You talked about it, but I had to find out for myself.
Yeah.
All right. Hallelujah! Recording. Yeah, recording. Yeah. On Shabbat, beginning of Shabbat, we begin recording from the beginning. Again, my apologies, man. Ellie Ishmael, call him tomorrow, man. I'll try to call him. Just so busy, I forget to call, but he's been on my heart concerning us.
I see Sister Malik today.
All right.
Matter of fact, just a while ago.
Okay then. She's out in the battle at the house. business, forgive us. Church business and Yahuwah business at the same time. Praise him.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
All right. Pray the lesson go out in truth, sincerity. The Spirit of Yah be in it. Most High be in it. All right. Today we're going to talk about, can you hurt Yah?
Woo.
Can you hurt Yah? Mighty Yah.
Can you hurt Yah? Can you hurt Yah?
Can you hurt Yah? Can't box with Yah. We're going to get right into it. We're going to go to a few points to get y'all mind joggling about it. Job 38, Job chapter 38, verse 1 to 8.
Can you hurt Yah?
Can you hurt Yah? Can you hurt mighty Yah? The tough one.
Job 38.
38.
It's like you trying to put a spear to the fish.
Right, he like a brick wall, huh?
That's right.
Can't hurt him, huh?
Can't hurt him.
Job 38, 1 to 8. Then Yah, the Most High, answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is he that darkened counsel by the words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundation of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. Who hath laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who hath stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the stones thereof? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of Yah, the Most High, shouted for joy? Or who shut up the sea with doors, when it brake forth, as if it had issued out of the womb? Okay, so the Most High is, checking Job very boldly, and we understand what's going on in the back story. We all should understand that because Job was feeling a little boisterous too much, and the Most High was like, who are you? I'm Yah. Now we're going to go to Job 40, 1 to 5. Job 40, 1 to 5. Moreover, Yah answered Job and said, Shall he that contended with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth Yah, let him answer it. Then Job answered Elohim and said, Behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay mine hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will proceed no further. So the Most High came to Job so hard, to shut him up. You know what I'm saying? Shut him up. Okay. Exodus 9, chapter 9. Exodus chapter 9, verse 13 to 16. Job, Yah is mighty, mighty Yah. Like a stone wall. Exodus chapter 9, verse 13 to 16. And Yah said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus said Yah of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For I know I will stretch out mine hand, that I will smite thee, and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed, for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. So guys telling Pharaoh, I raised you up just to destroy you. You're nothing but a puppet in my show. I'll run this.
Good.
All right. Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4, 28 to 37. Daniel chapter 4, 28 to 37. And this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven, saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drive thee from man, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou knowest that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from man, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hair were like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird claws. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and mine understanding returned unto me. And I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can stay his hand, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, What doest thou? At the same time my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom, mine honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my Lord sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven. All who work are truth, and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is to abase. Okay? And the last one is going to be Psalm 78:39. Psalm 78:39. Psalm 78:30.
Daniel, this was my favorite scriptures. Daniel.
All praises.
Yeah.
Psalm 78:39. For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passeth away and cometh not again. So the Most High is recognizing what's going on here. Now from all of this, you know what I'm saying, raise your hand if you could hurt Yah. Anybody in here, raise your hand.
You can hurt.
Y'all fell for the trick. Y'all fell for the trick. Okay.
You can hurt them, boy.
The question was, can you hurt Yah? And I read that to set it up. Yah mighty Yah can be hurt. And we're going to see where, see how. All right, we're going to start in Jeremiah chapter 8. This old mighty line, this old mighty Yah, adorned in majesty. The only place you can hurt him, where it counts.
All right.
The heart.
All right, now. Come on, Jeremiah, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. 21. For the hurt of the daughters of my people am I hurt. Am I hurt? So, mighty Yah, out of his own mouth, is saying, I'm hurt. I'm seeing my people, my daughters, being trampled, and it hurts me to my core. I am hurt. I am black. As astonishment, have taken hold on me. So best believe, sometimes when it's raining down, sometimes too much, probably be Yah crying. Now we're going to go to Genesis 6. Get y'all with that curveball, huh?
I ain't messing with you.
See, Brother Rod over there, yeah, I like that Daniel.
I like that Daniel.
I know what you got.
I know he can be hurt. I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Nah, well, the reason why I bring out this, because I know his feelings could be hurt. Yeah, bad.
It's fine. You can't do nothing about it, man. It's fine. You just hurt the repentance that he made, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He was hurt when the day of the Garden of Eden, man. What did y'all do?
Exactly. Hurt him to his core, where it counts. And that's what Satan want to hurt y'all. Can't physically take him down. But the heart.
Satan even hurt him, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
He found sin in you.
And this is we're gonna start. This is chapter 6. And verse 6, so we know the background. Well, I'll start at 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yah came in unto the daughters of man, and they bore children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And Yah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. Now, pay attention to the end of that verse 5. The Most High is looking at how perverted his creation has become, and, you know, obviously the children of the devil, they're going to do what they're going to do, but they're perverting his children, and now even his children thoughts are just evil. You see a woman in the field, I'm about to go rape her. So you see your brother drop some shekels down, I'm about to take it. You know, you see your brother got paid on Friday, I'm about to kill him. It was all, you know, just something perverted. Always evil and evil and evil. In verse 6, and it repented Yah that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Right where it counts. Just didn't grieve him. You grieve me. It's like, you know, your child, you know, disappointing you, or your wife or your husband, you know what I'm saying, cheating on you, it grieves you to your heart. See how the connection and the love, because in order to have this pain, you must love them greatly. To say this didn't grieve him, he said, not only did it grieve me, it grieved me to my heart. You know? 1 Samuel 15:35. Look at all this. Y'all just a big softy in a certain aspect. Not in, you know what I'm saying? Because why? He wants love.
He loves us anyway.
Well,
y'all is love anyway.
Yeah, but you know, he wants love, and when you want love, you open yourself up.
Right.
You understand?
You better open yourself.
And if you let the wrong people in, they're going to devour your heart.
That's right.
And the most I got to cut off. I can only take you. I can give me a heart attack. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go full process. Y'all cut you off before I have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? First Samuel, chapter 15:35. 15:35. And Samuel came no more to Saul until the day of his death. And we understand Saul was dealing with a lot of witchcraft, dealing with a lot of perverseness. I mean, he went full steam, choo-choo, for wickedness. All aboard the Solomon train of wickedness, non-stop, 24/7. Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Most High repented. There I go with that, man. I regret making you king because of all the evil you brought, all the whoremongering, the witchcraft. I mean, it was just hell on Solomon, you know.
The body cut.
All that, you know.
Space between the eyebrows.
Talking to demons. A demon was actively on Saul. Y'all remember that David had to play the flute? You know, he had active demons on him. For Saul, and Elohim repented that he had made Saul king over Israel because Satan was able to destroy Saul's state of mind to pervert him, and that was just another, because the Most High put all into Saul, and when you put your all into something, especially on this divine level, to see it just crumble right before your eyes, it's like, man, I should have never. When I walked past you, I should have just kept passing. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have said hi. I should have just kept it moving. Okay? Exodus chapter 4:14. Exodus. And I like to read these to humanize Yah in a minute, because, you know, everybody just, you know, thinks God is so majestic, nothing can bother him, nothing will hurt him, and, you know, so what, I'm a backslider 24 times, you know, Yah ain't really worried about that, he gonna forgive me, we gonna be good, but you're not seeing the pain that you're causing him when you do that.
And then he had to ask for forgiveness before he would get it.
Absolutely, you gotta come to the throne. That's for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High don't want to keep hearing that. You know, once, okay, everybody got one. Everybody get at least one mess up. You know, your big mess up. You get one big mess up. Two, okay. You stretching it now, but to do it over and over and over and over.
That's like people that's alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
They continue to drink. They say they're gonna stop, but they can. Well, he'll forgive me. He's that way, but they ain't never asked. They might, when they first started out, they asked for forgiveness. Please forgive me, y'all, for I'm sinning, and I know I'm sinning. They done did it so much over and over again. They forget about Yah. Don't even ask for forgiveness. But by that time, they full blown alcoholics.
Right, that's what say one.
Another thing too, you understand, it's godly sorrow works repentance. They keep on doing it over, that's no godly sorrow. It's really sorrow that you're in that state. A godly sorrow, when you know you're grieved and you're so sorry that you are stopped, that is repentance. They keep on doing it over and over there. It's just an act. It's just a form.
It also comes with understanding that Yah is a being with feelings. You know, a lot of people don't look at Yah, you know, Yah feelings and nothing. It's just about, oh, me. Yah gonna be okay. He gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Y'all good, big boy.
Yeah, he big boy. He okay. He okay.
He's all mine. He okay.
And it's not reciprocal. That's not a healthy relationship. When you want somebody to feel your pain and your sorrow, but vice versa, oh, you okay. You okay. That's like when a boy fall and a girl fall. Oh, he okay. He's bleeding profusely. Go up, he okay. But look, oh no. Look, he's gonna be okay. Look, boo. You're objectifying this person because they're tougher than this person. You don't want to give this person the care and attention as you would want. You know what I'm saying?
Get that he's the father first.
Exactly.
God is the father. He's the father.
That's exactly.
The father. You want to disappoint your father, you hurt your father.
Exactly.
It's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
Exactly. And we're gonna talk some more about that. You know, the Most High is stressing this point, like, man, y'all really hurt me, man. And you know, 4:14. And the anger of Yah was kindled against Moses, And he said, "It's not Aaron the Levite, thy brother," because Moses was making excuses like why he can't do it. This was a bad choice of person to interview for this job. I'm not the right one for you. You know what I'm saying? You need to pick somebody else. "I know that he can speak well, and also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart." So what Moses needs to be feeling right now to God, he's saying, "No, my brother, everything that you want in that person, he got it. And when he see, he gonna jump for joy. I ain't the one. I ain't the one.
But
I ain't the one."
when Moses got out there, when Moses started talking, he just didn't stop.
Yeah,
And
he's
he didn't let Aaron do anything except for build that calf and say, "This is the guy that brought us out of Egypt."
Yeah, the Most High know what he would do.
Misery.
Yeah, the Most High know what he gonna do when he gonna put the spirit on you. You know what I'm saying? But the main part of this, and the anger of Yah was kindled against Moses. Like, man, and it's just not, just don't. It's just mad. Like, it's disappointment going there too. Like Moses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know better. You should know this by now.
Wake up and fly right.
Aren't you the one who they found in the basket in the Nile, and now you're sitting next to the Pharaoh? Can I get some faith here? Just a little bit. Mustard seed. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? If I can do that, can I get a little bit more faith than, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to give God just a dot. A mustard seed is too much. Just a dot.
A dot is bigger than a mustard seed.
Like on a period. You know what I'm saying? Mustard seeds got about 5 times bigger than a dot. But that's still very small. And that's how much y'all think how crazy people are. Look, man, just give me a mustard seed. He didn't ask for a tree size or an apple size, just a mustard seed. I'll work with you. All right. I will go to Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 4. I forgot to write that down. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 4. Well, I'll read one on down. Isaiah chapter 5, 1 to 4. "Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, between me and my vineyard." Y'all right here saying, look, man, me and my beloved, we got issues. We need a mediator here. Come judge this right here. Hear me out. Verse 4, "What could have been done more to my vineyard, that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, I know what I put in this, and I know it should come out. Brought forth wild grapes." What are these badass children up in here? I didn't plant this. You see that? And he said, what could have more been done? Meaning, I done gave y'all everything. There's nothing more I could give you. And it turned out to be horrible. Y'all don't think y'all was feeling some type of way? Hurts. That's why sometimes you be like, you know what, I'm turning my back on you. Nothing more I can do with you. Now we're going to go to, where is that? We already went to, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 5. See the pain right here, man? Forget Shakespeare. Yeah. What more could I have done for thou? 2 and 5. Jeremiah 2 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Verse 21. Is this the right one? Oh, I was wondering that sounded a little different. Jeremiah 2:5. Jeremiah 2:5. Thus said Yah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me? Woo! What does that sound like? That don't sound like a dictator. That sounds like somebody who's trying to build a relationship. What wrong have I done to you for you to do this to me? That don't sound, this is mighty Yah. Remember when we first started, this is mighty Yah. Crush your head, bust your head like a grape, ain't nothing to me. If you want to go blow for blow, you can't stand with me. Him. But he's telling them, what have I done to deserve this? A mighty, this ain't some simp off the street, you know what I'm saying, who just couldn't, I can go get another woman if I want. With ease. They banging at my door. The Ishmaelites right now banging at my door, saying leave him alone.
We were first.
We were first. We'll do you right. You hear that? Thus said Yah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. Verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a ripe seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Wow. See the pain in y'all right there? Just hurt. This heart getting slashed left and right. Left and right getting slashed. Numbers 11 and 1. And in order to have a productive and sound relationship with God, you have to humanize him. You have to recognize y'all got feelings. If you don't recognize that, you'll never have that great relationship. Because you see y'all as just somebody who just can't be hurt, and it's all good. I'll lie still. He'll take me back, no problem. When I come back, he'll just open arms. He ain't gonna feel no type of way. And that's not the situation. You wouldn't go through that. If somebody did that to you, you wouldn't do that. Like, all right, man, all right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right, man. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You can't get too close to me because you're going to mess me up inside. Numbers 11 and 1.
They might figure out they can get close to him, but by the time they think they get close to him, they gone.
Yeah, and y'all not stupid. He's not no Samson. He recognize he wants you, so he makes himself vulnerable to a degree, but he ain't stupid. I see what you're doing. I know what's in the back of your mind, what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say these people worship me with their mouth. He's always calling people out. Nah, you worship me with your mouth. No, big Yah. It's real. It's real. You're lying. You're lying. I know the real from the fake. You know a real embrace from an embrace that's dull, or somebody who really don't want to embrace you and got hate in them. You know the embrace. And y'all know the same thing. If you know it, how much more so y'all know it? 11 and 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Most High, and Yah heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of Yah burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the utmost parts of the camp. You think the Most High want to do that? He just got finished telling you, what more could I have done? I've saved you from being oppressed in Egypt. These people just coming out of Egypt,
Right.
getting their backs broke. The Hamites were making mortar out of their dead children for bricks. Every day you wake up, little Malachi right there. Give me that one right there. We'll put him right here. You see it every day. The taskmaster's beating you. Just a drop of water, taskmaster, shut up. You see going through this. And then he takes you from this, and then right here in verse 1, and when the people complained, it displeased God. Why? What more could I have done for you?
Because he brought you out, he gave you manna, he gave you water, and you still complain.
And even before that, when we get to Ezekiel chapter 16, we're going to see how far it really go back. It go back even farther than that. He did a wonderful thing in Egypt, but wait till we find out what he did in Ezekiel 16 prior to that. Matthew 23, 37. Matthew 23, 37. And the only way you can have a true relationship with Yah is to recognize His feelings. If you don't recognize His feelings, you'll never have a true relationship with Him. Never. You know, you can do everything He say to do, but you don't have no true connection. Matthew 23 and 37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathered her children under her wings, and ye would not. And ye would not. Yah has sent Yahushua HaMashiach, one mind, one, you seen the Father, you have seen me. So they're operating the same mind. He's letting you know, I long to be this figure for you. I long to be this. Why won't you accept me? Again, it goes back to that Isaiah chapter 5. What more could I have done? You know, just you have somebody's fighting for your love. You know, this ain't just like some simp. You know, Yah's not a simp. You know, the Ishmaelites, everybody, what he says, if